never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of us.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. It's Ryan Bland. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is Wilkins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Mack, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On play action, Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Danico Autry able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, Charles, we've talked a lot about Andrew Luck and his turnaround this year, but just looking at the Colts collectively going from 1-5 to the playoffs, even though they lost to KC, what a remarkable season.
Yeah, as soon as the pain goes away, people will remember what they accomplished. Frank Reich takes the job as the head coach after they'd selected Josh McDaniels, and he went back to New England, so he wasn't even their first choice. Had to get Andrew Luck's shoulder back in shape. Had to rebuild a defense. And what they got done from a 1-5 start to getting to the playoffs, absolutely remarkable.
And the offensive line turnaround from 32nd, dead last in the league in sacks allowed a year ago, to 1st in the league, only allowing 18. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, good luck trying to pass rush against all-pro rookie Quentin Nelson. He'll maul you.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Luck. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Wentz now on 1st down. This one complete to Sproles. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion by really across each zone. You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Ajayi. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a first down throw. Luck. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
This is Ajayi.
Whoosh.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. Look at this, a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Don't go.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Good chip. Go. Waiting.
They fake the give. Now Wentz steps away. Throw left side complete. It's Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Run.
And they'll run it here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike line. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The throw is long. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Love. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Block on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
At least 5-7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lion, lion, lion. Go, go. 20. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check safety, check safety.
Now a play fake. Wentz out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got Rodgers. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Staying on the ground with man. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. It has the distance, and it is good. Adam Vinatieri does it again. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.